Your mind processes over 60,000 thoughts each day, but research shows that the 20 thoughts you focus on right before sleep have more impact on your life than the other 59,980 combined. This revelation explains why two people can follow the exact same success strategy with dramatically different results. The secret lies in understanding how to harness these critical pre-sleep moments when your brain's neural pathways are most malleable and receptive to reprogramming. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, love, and abundance while others struggle despite their best efforts? The answer lies not in what we do, but in who we believe we are. Right now, in this moment, your life is a perfect reflection of your deepest beliefs about yourself. Think back to the last time you looked in the mirror. What thoughts crossed your mind? Were they thoughts of love, acceptance, and possibility, or did you hear that familiar inner critic listing all your perceived flaws and limitations? That voice? The one that whispers you're not good enough, you'll never succeed? Who do you think you are? It isn't you. It's a program installed by years of misguided conditioning running on autopilot in your subconscious mind. But here's the liberating truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. You are pure, infinite consciousness expressing itself in human form. And just as you learn to believe the limiting stories about who you are, you can unlearn them. You can reprogram your mind with new truths that align with your highest potential. Every night as you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind becomes highly receptive to new programming. This is why the thoughts you think before sleep are so crucial. They shape the reality you'll wake up to. When you declare powerful I am statements before sleep, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways. You're overriding old limiting beliefs with new empowering ones. But this isn't about positive thinking or empty affirmations. This is about aligning with the deepest truth of who you really are. When you say I am, you're invoking the most powerful creative force in the universe. Those two words hold infinite potential. Whatever follows I am shapes your reality. The moment you feel the weight of this truth, your life right now is the sum total of your I am statements. Every experience, every relationship, every circumstance reflects what you've been declaring about yourself. If you're not experiencing the life you desire, it's because your subconscious I am statements are out of alignment with your dreams. A tree doesn't struggle to be a tree. A rose doesn't wake up wondering if it's worthy of blooming. They simply express their nature fully and completely. Yet we humans have learned to doubt our essential nature. We've accepted limitations that have nothing to do with our true potential. You were born complete, whole, and perfect. Then life happened. Well-meaning parents, teachers, and society began programming you with their beliefs about what's possible for you. You learned to see yourself through their eyes instead of through the eyes of truth. But their limitations were never yours to carry. Think about a belief you hold about yourself that causes you pain. Maybe it's, I'm not smart enough, or I don't deserve love, or I'll never be successful. Now ask yourself, is this really true? Can you absolutely know it's true? Who would you be without this thought? The mind believes what we tell it with conviction. Every time you've said, I can't, I'm not, I'll never, you've been programming your subconscious to create exactly that reality. Your words are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. Whatever you plant will grow. You can choose new seeds. You can consciously select the thoughts and beliefs that will create your tomorrow. Your power to choose is the only true freedom you have, and it's the only freedom you need. When you lay your head on your pillow tonight, you have a precious opportunity. In those quiet moments between wakefulness and sleep, your mind is like soft clay ready to be molded. This is when you can plant new seeds of possibility. Instead of rehashing the day's problems or worrying about tomorrow, use this time to declare what's true about your essential nature. I am whole and complete. I am worthy of love. I am abundantly prosperous. I am radiantly healthy. I am divinely guided. These aren't just pretty words. They're declarations of truth that align you with the infinite potential that you already are. When you declare these truths consistently, especially before sleep, you begin to dissolve the false beliefs that have been limiting you. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It simply responds to whatever you feed it with emotional conviction. This is why worrying feels so productive. You're giving your full attention and emotional energy to what you don't want, and your subconscious faithfully creates more of the same. But you can use this same principle to create what you do want. When you declare I am statements with feeling and conviction, your subconscious accepts them as instructions for creating your reality. It begins reorganizing your entire life to match your new self-concept. This isn't about forcing positive thoughts or denying your current reality. It's about choosing which thoughts you'll give your attention and energy to. It's about consciously selecting the seeds you'll plant in your mental garden. Would you deliberately plant weeds in your garden and expect to grow roses? Of course not. Yet every day, we plant mental weeds through our negative self-talk and expect our lives to bloom beautifully. It's time to become a more conscious gardener of your mind. The power of sleep time programming lies in its ability to bypass the conscious mind's resistance. During sleep, the analytical mind that argues and doubts relaxes its grip. This allows new, empowering beliefs to take root more easily. What would change in your life if you absolutely knew, without a shadow of doubt, that you were worthy of all good? How would you move through the world if you were completely convinced of your own magnificence? What would you dare to attempt if you trusted in your infinite potential? These aren't rhetorical questions. They're invitations to explore the vastness of who you really are. Because the truth is, you are far more magnificent than any limiting belief you've accepted about yourself. You are pure potential expressing itself as a human being. The greatest illusion holding humanity back is the belief in separation. We've been taught to see ourselves as isolated beings, disconnected from the source of all life, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every cell in your body is sustained by the same intelligence that keeps the planets in orbit and causes flowers to bloom in spring. When you declare I am, you're tapping into this universal intelligence. You're acknowledging your oneness with the creative force of the universe. This is why these nighttime declarations are so powerful. They align you with the truth of your being rather than the illusions of your conditioning. Consider how a tiny acorn contains within it the complete blueprint for a mighty oak tree. Similarly, within you lies the blueprint for everything you're meant to become. Your only job is to create the conditions that allow this natural unfoldment to. And it begins with your I am declarations. Let's look at how this works in practical terms. When you consistently declare I am abundantly prosperous, you begin to see opportunities you previously missed. Your mind becomes attuned to possibilities for growth and expansion. You make different decisions, take different actions, and naturally attract different results. When you declare I'm worthy of love, you stop accepting less than you deserve in relationships. You begin treating yourself with more respect, and others naturally follow suit. Your entire relationship with love transforms because you've changed your relationship with yourself. When you declare I am radiantly healthy, your subconscious mind begins directing you toward choices that support your well-being. You naturally desire foods that nourish you. Exercise becomes a joy rather than a chore. Your body responds to your new self-image by expressing greater vitality. This isn't magic. It's the natural law of consciousness. Whatever you hold in your awareness with conviction must express itself in your experience. This is why it's so crucial to be mindful of your internal dialogue, especially during those precious moments before sleep. Think about how a child learns to walk. They don't question their ability. They don't worry about looking foolish. They don't give up after the first few falls. They persist because they haven't yet learned to doubt themselves. Their I am is still pure and unlimited. What if you could approach your dreams with that same natural confidence? What if you could shed the layers of doubt and limitation that have accumulated over the years? What if you could return to that pure state of knowing that anything is possible? This is exactly what sleep time programming allows you to do. In those quiet moments before sleep, you can reconnect with your original nature, the part of you that knows no limitations. You can declare truths that align with your highest potential rather than your past conditioning. But there's a crucial point, is your declarations must feel true when you make them. If there's too much resistance, if the gap between your current belief and your declaration feels too wide, start with statements that bridge that gap. Instead of jumping from I broke to, I am a millionaire, You might begin with I am open to increasing prosperity. Instead of leaping from I'm unlovable to I am deeply loved by everyone, start with I am learning to love and accept myself more each day. The key is to choose declarations that stretch your current beliefs while still feeling authentic. As you consistently practice these declarations, especially before sleep, you'll find your comfort zone naturally expanding. What once seemed impossible starts feeling natural and achievable. Remember, your subconscious mind is literally programmed by repetition and emotion. Whatever thoughts and beliefs you repeat with feeling become your reality. This is why people who constantly talk about their problems tend to experience more problems. They're programming their subconscious to create exactly what they don't want, but you can use this same principle to create what you do want. When you repeatedly declare positive truths about yourself with genuine feeling, especially in that receptive state before sleep, you're programming your subconscious to create matching experiences. Think of it like tuning a radio. Just as a radio can only receive the frequencies it's tuned to, your consciousness can only receive the experiences that match your dominant thoughts and beliefs. By consciously choosing your I am declarations, you're tuning your consciousness to higher frequencies of experience. This isn't about denying your current reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about consciously choosing which aspects of reality you'll give your attention and energy to. It's about tuning in to the frequencies of experience you want to multiply in your life. Every night before sleep presents a new opportunity to tune your consciousness to higher frequencies. Instead of reviewing the day's problems or worrying about tomorrow, use this time to align with your highest potential. Declare truths that resonate with who you really are, not who you've been conditioned to believe you are. Every great achievement in human history began as someone's thought, someone's declaration of I am. Every invention, every breakthrough, every positive change started with someone daring to hold a vision that transcended current. You have this same creative power within you. Your I am declarations are your tool for shaping tomorrow's reality. Use them wisely. Use them consistently. But most importantly, use them with the understanding that you're not creating something new. You're simply allowing your true nature to express itself more fully. Notice how your body responds when you declare truth versus when you speak from limitation. Truth energizes you. It expands your breath, straightens your posture, brightens your eyes. Limitation does the opposite. It contracts your energy, tightens your muscles, dims your spirit. Your body is your truth detector. It knows when you're aligned with your highest potential and when you're buying into false limitations. Pay attention to these physical signals. They're showing you which thoughts and beliefs are serving your expansion and which are holding you back. Every cell in your body responds to your thoughts and words. When you declare I am tired, your cells receive this as a command to express fatigue. When you declare I am energized, your cells begin vibrating at a higher frequency. This isn't metaphysical speculation. It's biological fact. The human body replaces millions of cells every day. The quality of these new cells is directly influenced by your dominant thoughts and beliefs. This means you're literally rebuilding yourself anew each day through your I am declarations. Think about that for a moment. The body you'll have in a few months will be built by the thoughts you're thinking today. The life you'll be living next year will be created by the beliefs you're holding now. This gives new meaning to the importance of choosing your thoughts carefully. When you lay in bed tonight, feel the power of this truth. Feel how each I am declaration sends ripples of energy through your entire being. Feel how your body responds when you align with truth versus when you speak from limitation. But remember, this isn't about forcing yourself to think positive thoughts. It's about aligning with the truth of who you are. It's about letting go of the false beliefs that have been limiting your expression of that truth. Consider how water naturally flows downhill. It doesn't struggle or strain, it simply follows its nature. Similarly, when you align with your true nature through conscious I am declarations, life begins to flow more easily. Opportunities appear naturally. Solutions arise effortlessly. Relationships improve spontaneously. This happens because you're no longer fighting against yourself. You're no longer trying to become something you're not. Instead, you're allowing your true nature to express itself fully. You're removing the mental blocks that have been damming up your natural flow of good. Every time you declare I am, you're either reinforcing these blocks or dissolving them. Every thought, every word, every belief is either expanding or contracting your experience of life. There is no neutral ground when it comes to consciousness. This is why it's so crucial to be mindful of your internal dialogue, especially during those receptive moments before sleep. Whatever you're declaring in those moments is being deeply imprinted in your subconscious mind, shaping tomorrow's experiences. Think of your mind like a garden. Every thought is a seed. Every I am declaration is you choosing which seeds to plant. Some seeds produce flowers of opportunity and joy. Others produce weeds of limitation and lack. You're always planting something. The only question is what? Here's the beautiful truth. No matter what you've planted in the past, you can begin planting new seeds today. No matter what limiting beliefs have taken root in your mental garden, you can begin cultivating new, empowering beliefs. This is the power of sleep time programming. In those quiet moments before sleep, when your conscious mind relaxes its grip, you can plant new seeds of possibility. You can declare new truths about who you are and what's possible for you. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't argue with what you tell it. It simply accepts whatever you present with feeling and conviction. This is why nighttime programming is so effective. There's less resistance from the analytical mind that might usually argue against new beliefs. But this also means you must be extra vigilant about what you're feeding your mind during these receptive moments. Every worry you rehearse, every problem you review, every limitation you accept is being programmed into your subconscious as instruction for creating tomorrow's reality. Instead of using these precious moments to reinforce old limitations, use them to declare new possibilities. Instead of reviewing what went wrong today, declare what will go right tomorrow. Instead of worrying about problems, declare solutions. Your declarations don't have to be complicated. Simple, clear statements work best. I am whole and complete. I am worthy of all good. I am divinely guided in all things. I am abundantly prosperous. I am radiantly healthy. Feel the truth of these statements as you declare them. Let them sink deep into your consciousness. Let them become your new operating system. Let them reshape your sense of who you are and what's possible for you. Notice how different this feels from trying to force positive thoughts or deny current challenges. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about aligning with the truth of your being while allowing current circumstances to be what they are. You don't have to deny current reality to create new reality. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect to create improvement. You simply have to place your attention and energy on what you want to create rather than on what you want to change. Think of it like driving a car. You don't focus on the road directly in front of your hood. You look ahead to where you want to go. Similarly, while you acknowledge current circumstances, you keep your attention focused on where you're heading rather than where you've been. This is why evening declarations are so powerful. They set your internal GPS before you sleep. They program your subconscious mind with clear coordinates for where you're heading. While you sleep, your subconscious works to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with these new coordinates. But here's something vital to understand. Your declarations must be chosen consciously, not adopted blindly from others. The most powerful declarations are those that resonate deeply with your own truth, your own highest vision for yourself. Take a moment now to feel into what you truly want to create in your life. Not what others expect of you, not what you think you should want. What does your heart truly yearn for? What would bring you the deepest sense of fulfillment and joy? Now consider what kind of person you would need to be to create that reality. What qualities would you need to embody? What beliefs would you need to hold? What I am declarations would align you with that version of yourself. This is how you begin to consciously create your future rather than unconsciously repeating your past. This is how you break free from old patterns and step into new possibilities. This is how you become the architect of your destiny rather than the victim of your conditioning. Remember, every great achievement, every positive change, every step forward begins with a declaration of I am. Before you can do differently, you must become different. Before you can have differently, you must be different. And it all begins with how you complete the statement I am. Consider how many times you've said, I am tired, or I am broke, or I am stuck. Each time you made these declarations, you were programming your subconscious to create more of the same. Each time you spoke these words, you were reinforcing these limitations as your reality. But what if you consciously chose different declarations? What if instead of I am tired, you declared I am energized and vital? Instead of I am broke, what if you declared I am open to increasing prosperity? Instead of I am stuck, what if you declared I am constantly growing and evolving? These aren't just positive statements. They're alignments with deeper truths about who you really are. They're declarations that resonate with your essential nature rather than your conditioned limitations. Think about how a flower grows. It doesn't struggle to become a flower, it simply expresses its nature fully. Similarly, when you align with your true nature through conscious I am declarations, you're not trying to become something you're not. You're simply allowing your true self to express more fully. This is why authenticity is so crucial in your declarations. If you try to declare something that feels completely foreign to your current self-concept, you'll meet strong resistance. The key is to choose declarations that stretch your current beliefs while still feeling genuinely possible. For example, if you currently believe you're unworthy of love, jumping straight to I am deeply loved by everyone might feel too far a stretch. Instead, you might begin with, I am learning to love and accept myself more each day, or I am worthy of loving relationships. As you consistently practice these more accessible declarations, especially before sleep, you'll find your comfort zone naturally expanding. What once seemed impossible starts feeling natural. What once felt like a stretch becomes your new norm. This is how real transformation occurs. Not through forcing change, but through gradually expanding your sense of what's possible for you. Not through fighting against what is, but through consistently aligning with what could be. Your nighttime declarations are like planting seeds in fertile soil. Just as you wouldn't dig up a seed every day to check if it's growing, don't obsess over immediate results from your declarations. Trust the process. Trust that your subconscious mind is working while you sleep to align your reality with your new self-concept. Remember, every thought you think, every word you speak, every belief you hold is either moving you toward what you want or away from it. There is no neutral ground in consciousness. You're either expanding or contracting, growing or dying, creating or destroying. This is why it's so crucial to be mindful of your internal dialogue, especially during those precious moments before sleep. These are the thoughts and beliefs that will shape tomorrow's experiences. These are the seeds that will grow into tomorrow's reality. But here's the most empowering truth of all. No matter what seeds you've planted in the past, you can begin planting new seeds today. No matter what limiting beliefs have taken root in your mental garden, you can begin cultivating new, empowering beliefs right now. Your consciousness is pure potential, waiting to be shaped by your declarations. When you declare I am, you're engaging this creative power. You're directing this infinite potential towards specific expressions. You're literally speaking your world into being. Consider how a master sculptor sees the finished masterpiece within the raw stone. Similarly, within your consciousness lies every possibility you could ever desire. Your I am declarations are your chisel, revealing the masterpiece of your highest potential. This understanding transforms how you approach each night's rest. Instead of letting your mind drift aimlessly through worries and regrets, you can consciously use these moments to align with your highest truth. You can declare the reality you choose to experience rather than accepting whatever circumstances have presented themselves. Remember that transformation doesn't require force. Just as a seed doesn't strain to become a flower, you don't need to strain to become more than you are. You simply need to align with the truth of your being through conscious declaration, and then allow that truth to express itself naturally. Let every I am declaration be a reminder of your essential nature. Let every word you speak to yourself, especially before sleep, be chosen with the understanding that you're programming tomorrow's experiences. Let every thought be selected with the awareness that you're shaping your future self. The power to choose your thoughts is the only real freedom you need. Everything else flows from this fundamental choice. When you choose thoughts aligned with your highest potential, everything in your life begins to shift accordingly. And this is why sleep time programming is so transformative. In those quiet moments when the analytical mind relaxes its grip, you can plant new seeds of possibility directly into your subconscious. You can reprogram old limiting beliefs with new empowering truth. Consider this moment as a turning point. From this moment forward, you can choose to be more conscious of your I am declarations. You can choose to use the power of sleep time programming to align with your highest potential. You can choose to create deliberately rather than by default. The universe responds to clarity. When you're clear about who you are and what you stand for, life begins to mirror that clarity. When you consistently declare truths aligned with your highest vision, the universe conspires to make that vision reality. This understanding brings both power and responsibility. The power lies in knowing that you can consciously shape your reality through your declarations. The responsibility lies in choosing those declarations wisely, knowing they will create your tomorrow. Let each night become a sacred opportunity for transformation. Let each moment before sleep be a chance to align with higher truth. Let each I am declaration be chosen with the awareness that you're programming your subconscious mind for tomorrow's. In the quiet darkness of night, as your body prepares for rest, declare, I am whole and complete. I am abundantly prosperous. I am radiantly healthy. I am divinely guided. I am worthy of all good. Feel these truths resonating in every cell of your being. Know that as you sleep, these declarations are being woven into the fabric of your consciousness. Know that your subconscious mind is working to align your reality with these new truths. Know that you're literally programming tomorrow's experiences through today's declarations. The power has always been within you. The ability to choose your thoughts, to direct your consciousness, to shape your reality through your declarations. This has always been your birthright. You're not creating something new. You're simply awakening to what has always been true. Let every breath remind you of this truth. Let every heartbeat affirm your connection to infinite potential. Let every I am declaration align you more fully with who you really are. In this moment of understanding, in this recognition of your true power, in this awakening to your essential nature, you stand at the threshold of unlimited possibility. Through conscious choice, through deliberate declaration, through alignment with truth, each night brings fresh opportunity. Each moment holds infinite potential. Each I am declaration shapes the reality that follows. In this awareness lies true freedom, the freedom to choose, to declare, to become. Rest now in this understanding. Sleep in this truth. Dream in this possibility. For in your dreams, as in your declarations, lies the seed of tomorrow's reality. Let peace be your companion as you embrace this wisdom. Let clarity guide your declarations. Let truth be your foundation as you program your mind for greater expression. In the silence of night, in the sanctuary of sleep, in the power of your declarations, transformation occurs. Through conscious choice, through aligned thought, through deliberate programming, you shape the reality that awaits with the dawn.